Hi guys, Miss Andronicus here, and today we are looking at multiplying with decimals. Okay, you already know how to break down larger calculations. So if you had 700 multiplied by 50, you can break that down in your head. So you can see the color coding here. You've got 7 taken from the 700, and the 5 taken from the 50. So 7 times 5 is 35. And then you've got the 100 taken from the 700 and the 10 taken from the 50. So putting those together is 1,000. And altogether, you can get 35,000. That's just one example to break down larger calculations. So for decimals, you can use equivalent calculations, and the definition there is on the right. It's when you multiply one number by something and then divide by the same amount to get the same answer in the end. So one way I can show you is this. Just like with dividing by decimals, multiplying with decimals, you can multiply this by 10 to get rid of that. So you end up with 400 multiplied by 6. Once you get that answer though, and then break it down like I did above, so you could do 6 times 4 and then multiply it by the 100 from the 400. So you end up with 2400, okay? That's one way to do it. But because we've multiplied one number by 10, but we have not divided by the same. So in order to do that, we just need to then take that 10 off on the end. So you divide in the end by 10. So actually the answer is 240. You need to remember to factor it in the beginning. Sure, multiply by 10, make it nice and easy for you to break down and calculate, but then you need to take it off and divide in the end. That's one way to do it, okay? And you can ask yourself, how many decimal places did I have in the original question, and did I account for them all? So I only got rid of one initially, and then yes, I got rid of it in the end, okay? Another way to do it, just in case you think you might forget to do that in the end, another way you can do it is multiply this number by 10 to get just 6, but then at the same time divide the other number by 10 to get 40, so that you immediately multiply one number by 10 and get the equivalent with the other number by dividing it by 10. Okay, so that's what we mean by the equivalent calculation. So then you've got the 6 times 4 and then just the 10 to worry about from the 40, and you end up with 240. Doesn't matter which method you prefer, as long as you account at some point. If you multiply up, you've got to take it away. And of course, as always, when you get to the answer, you've got to ask yourself, how reasonable is my answer? Thanks, guys.